And a good day, everybody. Sean Henderson here, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition. Today, we're looking at a beer that I would never thought I would ever see, particularly in this part of the United States, particularly in the Southeast. When I live in the Mobile, I didn't think I would see this. But being in Georgia, hey, when you have a very diverse population, that's what happens. Today, we're looking at Old Style. Yes. 4.6% ABV. G from now owned, established in 1902. We still have the whole G. Heilemann, of course, that's what the original owners were. Old World Method, choice hops, sparkling pure spring water. Which would be, I guess, what, Lake Michigan? Lake Huron, Erie, whatever, I guess. Picked this up at Tower Liquor Store, beer, wine, and spirits here in Dunwoody, Dorville, Atlanta, I don't know. Norcross, I don't know what city it is. But anyway, picked it up from there. So it was a 6-pack in these tall boys, 16-ounce cans. My beer pouring. Of course, this beer is still very popular in the Midwest, throughout Wisconsin, throughout the Dakotas, throughout Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, and of course Illinois, of course, city of Chicago. Now, when I did the Sunday Stout Sunday with the guys, I gave them a hint what I was going to do. I said, hey, Chicago. And then John, I think, John was the first one who actually knew what I was, John Annealy, Georgia Beer Reviews, watch his channel, good guy. He was the first one who actually knew what I was talking about, and immediately I didn't say anything until after we did our chat. But anyway, so when I saw it at the liquor store, I just nearly fell out of my chair. I said, what the frick is this? Like, Old Style? So, shocked, I must say. So here's what the beer looks like, as you can see. Ain't too bad, folks. Looks like your standard lager. Beer, I guess, says 4.64%. I'm just saying 4.6. Okay, so let's just quit the BS on that. So, it doesn't say so on the can either. So. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, but anyway, Pabst own the company now of many other brands of beers from G. Heilemann. They bought out quite a few malt liquors. They bought out, of course. Look at Pabst brewer, Pabst as a company right now. National Bohemian companies, they bought them out. They bought out few others. Olympia beers on their stash of roster of beers they have out there. Schlitz, which was by Joseph Schlitz Brewing, they brought those companies out. Old Milwaukee Light. What's that mention? Schlitz, Schmidt, Rainier, Olympia, Lone Star. Also, they do so. A few other beers as well, so we're just kind of surprising, but throughout the year. So, but the problem with everyone people have with Pabst Brewing Company is the distribution. That's probably the biggest complaint people have about it. So, nice. Definitely a nice little hot presence in this. I don't know. I'm not going to say it reminds me of another beer. I doubt it's not the same formula, but it reminds me of another beer. Or I mentioned Stroh's too. Also another popular Midwest beer. I don't know. The flavors I'm getting right now reminds me a little bit of Oops, I made a little mess. Sorry. That reminds me of another beer. I'm not trying to say Schlitz or PBR, but you know, maybe some similarities to this, to that, flavor-wise, but it's good. You look at the people who've advertised it, and it's pretty much throughout, mostly in the Chicago area. When it, a few famous Chicago people, you know, sports stars, actors who are from the city. One comes to mind, Dennis Farina, the actor. He's been in a lot of movies. If you've seen, you know his face, know his accent, you know. He's been in a lot of films. Also, you have a few sports stars, you know, at that time who promoted the beer. I'm sure they advertised a lot during Cubs games and White Sox games. You know, depends who the distributor. You know, I'm sure it probably was Miller Lite or Budweiser. I don't know, who cares? But anyway. Nice, flavorful, nice hops. Overall, not too bad. You know, decent, you know. Quite good, you know. So I'm sure, you know, these are these legendary classic beers as a lot of folks are trying to hold on to them. Of course, I'm about to go on a little bit of a rant or a tangent, if you will. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you know what's been going on right now. Molson Coors, like some breweries have decided they're going to do away with some of their cheaper, very popular, but you know, inexpensive budget beers that they have, and they're going to do away with them because, you know, hey, they're seeing what's going on in terms of people's tastes and interests in terms of what they want to consume. Beer is still popular, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of flavored beers out there, a lot of beers that are very little more extra strong, more higher gravity, higher potency, I guess. And also folks who are very conscious about their weight and their health and all that. So as you've seen, we know the popularity of Michelob Ultra, but also the Corona Premier, these lighter whatever beers. You got the hard seltzers, which I can't really get into. So hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. So I'll take some out of the oven. These high potency, high stronger beers. I mean, these seltzers, excuse me, hard seltzers. You know, these mixed cocktails, these different things. These, you know, I don't know what that was. Mixed cocktails in a can. You're seeing these mixed cocktails in a, you know, or even mixed cocktails in a can, like. You know, hey, you don't need to make a gin martini. It's already in the can. You know, the margaritas or Long Island iced teas. Hey, it's already in the can. You don't need to do that. You know, giving people that sort of desire. You know, so instead of having to buy the vodka or the gin or the rum or the bourbon or whatever and do all these things, you know, all in a can. So that's what these beer companies. Like Miller, Molson Coors, which owns Miller, all the Miller brands, AB InBev, and I'm sure Pabst Brewing Company is dealing with right now. So Molson Coors noticed what's going on, so they're putting their focus on that, on those things, shedding a lot of some of their beers. They're very popular beers that a lot of people are like not too happy about, whether it be Ice House Edge or Keystone Ice or, you know, Miller High Life Light, whatever, and they feel like, hey, you know, we have another light beer, or we have another high gravity or extra strong beer. You don't need to really buy it. We don't need that as much, you know. Streamline costs as often is, you know. So far, I haven't seen anything from AB InBev if they're going to do any of that. You know, as far as Pabst, you know, who knows? Some of these beers, as I mentioned, even this one. I mean, like I said, I was shocked to see Old Style. So if Old Style is going to be around for, you know, in this area, I'm definitely trying to get it. But, you know, hey, they got other beers just like this that just do well, sell well. You know, I'm sure they're probably thinking the same. You know, hey, let's look at our options. You know, we got Old Milwaukee Light. You know, we already got Schlitz. You know, we got this beer. You know, so a lot of things. A lot of these companies are looking at right now, figuring out, you know, hey, what are we going to do? You know, everything's changing. Everything's changing rapidly every single day, just like with the TV industry. Oof, fly here. Just like the airline industry, everything is changing constantly, rapidly. Just so. Anyway, I ain't going to go on about this. So, Old Style, again, you compare this with a nice, you know, pizza to a chili dog or a Chicago style hot dog to fried fish, you know, with some fries and whatnot, or porgy, I like to say. You know, it is a really good beer to pair with all those flavors with, you know. And I'm enjoying this. So I'm going to go with, and because first time having it and reviewing it, I'm liking it. I'm going to go A all the way for this one. So this is a very good lager without question. So A for Old Style by... owned by Pabst Brewing, but G. Heilemann, Chicago style, as they say. Excuse me, 9.1 score. Sorry. Sean Anderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble Team. Keep on watching. As always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Old Style, yay.